It's Earth Day.
Is it Earth Day?
It is.
Is it?
It's Earth Day.
Today is Earth Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to keep them in all day.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Don't talk. Don't laugh.
What?
It's gonna...
Is this redder?
I think your mustache is. Maybe if I just put it.
Oh.
Is that too deep? There. How about 3?
3?
That's good.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Happy Earth Day.
It was nice.
Woo! Things with Jess have just taken off. It is fantastic. I'm so proud of her, and I tell her that all the time, and I don't mean that in like a trivial way or anything else like that, but to have seen how she's really just started to internalize, and this was her word as of this morning. She's starting to look inward, and she's realizing that there's a lot of things that she pointed a finger at as far as her divorce and things like that, that now she's recognizing, wow, these are things that probably start with me, and I've been blaming other people and playing the victim. And you never want to just jump on immediately and agree with somebody, but I tend to. And the one thing that I told her, because she was giving credit to her husband, soon to be ex-husband, for doing all of these things, and she's saying he's just doing better than I am. I said, but the thing is, when you get thrown into cold water for the first time, it's not like somebody putting a cup of cold water on your head or an ice cube down your back or something like. Cold water is a shock to the system. And I explained to her what she's dealing with for the first time in her life is a real shock to the system, that your finances, your security, your stability, everything that you knew to be as a parent and as an individual are really kind of up in the air. And I compared it to her husband, because she said, well, why isn't he experiencing cold water? I said, well, he went into the service, and I'm guessing he did that to, as you started your family, things like that. But that's a shock to the system. That's cold water, because the lifestyle that you're going to live from a civilian to a soldier, especially through boot camp, things like that, that's cold water. And I didn't want to get into it as far as making it a gender sort of thing, but in the confines of like earning and living, things like that, I think that men get that cold water much sooner in life. If some women may never get it, because if they are in their home, do something like college and get married, and then are supported the entirety of their lives with really not having to work for some people, or just always knowing that there's somebody who's maybe earning more, or at least an even amount, even less. 2 incomes are still better than 1. And if you're having, somebody who's there to help with the children, all of those things are a part of that process. But I'm going to get back to where we're going. So my thing is, I'm waving at one of the guys looking out the blinds. My feeling is that she's getting the cold water, but now she's acclimating to it and understanding, like, life is hard. Life is hard. And if you've been an attractive woman, you went through school, you went through college, you got married, you had kids, and then 10 years in, late 30s, now you're having to face this. That's different. A lot of guys are facing that at 18. As soon as they hit that adult age, you're signing up for social service. If there's a draft, there's all of these things that life is going to tell you that is a little bit harder. But I'm getting away from the point. She's just turned this corner, and not only in her personal endeavors where she knows that she has to improve on things like that, but she's also allowing that she and I talk about it more, and where she's opening up to allowing that I help. Case in point, last week I came down, picked her up, took her to drop off her car, things like that, and run a few errands while she was getting her car fixed. that would have been something before that she may have resisted against, and really for not much of a reason other than, well, I have to figure it out myself. And I keep hammering into her, that she's such a hard-headed woman. But nobody does it alone. That's the thing. Nobody does it alone. Anybody, and if somebody has throughout history, then it's an anomaly. It's not the norm. It's not what we normally see. Boxers, even if you just see a boxer, a tennis player, somebody doing individual sport, they have a whole team behind them. They've got a coach, they've got trainers, they've got training partners, they've got a lot of things that are in place. So I think that's starting to resonate with her. And the more we talk about things, the more she's up for like building things together. As before, I might say, hey, we can build on this and whatever, and she would get really kind of like tense about it. But it's just a really awesome place. She's dealing with episodes of feeling depressed or the anxiety. She just amazingly. Um, so that's where I'm at. I don't have much else. I'm just extremely proud, and um, the fact that we get to express, this, a great amount of love for each other is a fantastic place as well. So I'm going to leave it at that because I don't know how you can add to that.